Hey guys, I'm back again. Let me adjust you guys. Here we go. Actually, let me just do it again because one. There we go. Okay, we're good. So we're making chili right now. I thought I would show you guys how to make it. So into a bowl, we are putting 2 cans of tomato sauce. So this is just the Food Lion 2 15-ounce cans of tomato sauce. That's it. So next, we have ground beef back here browning. So this is going to take some time. So while that's browning, you can keep an eye on it, but you can be focusing on this while that's happening. Oh, I grabbed tomato soup by accident. Oh. So, okay. Next, we're going to add a can. Well, actually, we're going to add our diced tomatoes and green chilies. This chili is really easy to make. My mom taught me how to make it. It's one of my favorite things that she makes. And let me tell you what, I have missed her chili. I love her chili. It's one of my favorite things that she made when I was at home. So we're gonna bend that back a little bit and put that back, and we're gonna drain some of this liquid. You don't have to like push it down and all that. A little bit of liquid is fine. See, my chili is much better than Amberlyn Reed's chili because Amberlyn Reed makes it like a soup. Chili should not be like a soup. It should be thick, like a stew kind of. Yes, I watch Amberlyn Reed. Because, I kind of, her content's not bad. So, why not watch her? I think her content is pretty good. So since our ground beef is still browning, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off our kidney beans. So rinse those off. And this is just a 15.5-ounce can. And the Rotel, this is Rotel, this is Dyson House Green Chilies. It's 10 ounces. Just mix that in. Our meat we're gonna have to drain once it's done cooking. Get all that unnecessary fat out. So we're gonna go ahead and open up our pork and beans. This is a 15-ounce can. And you can double this recipe or 1.5 it. We're using 2 pounds of ground beef. So the pork and beans you don't drain. You want that sauce for the flavor. So if I do 3 pounds of ground beef or 4 pounds, I'll just use an extra can of everything. So an extra can of beans, an extra can. Well, actually, I don't use an extra can of tomatoes or really just the beans. Like I'll add another can of red kidney beans, and sometimes I'll use 1 can of dark, 1 can of light. There really isn't that big of a difference between the two. But sometimes I like to just have a variety. Okay. So we have our beans, tomatoes, tomato sauce, the green chilies. We're gonna go ahead and mix up our ground beef again. Let's get out our tomato and our garlic. I'm only going to use 1 package for now, and if I need more, I'll add more. And I use the McCormick chili mild. So if you want it hotter, you can always use the hot one or the medium, or you can just go ahead and add chili powder and cumin, maybe even hot sauce. I'm gonna get my bell pepper out. And just know that chili is pretty much just bell pepper, beans, ground beef, and tomato sauce, and then seasonings. And you can add anything else. There's like a restaurant that puts chocolate. I have never tried that, but you definitely can. I think some people put cinnamon on top. I've heard people who said that they do that. Some people put corn in their chili. Some people put carrots. Whatever you want to do. So I want to add 1 green bell pepper to my chili. And then I have these miniature mini peppers. Yeah, just mini peppers. So we're going to use 2 red, 2 orange, and 2 yellow. There's more orange. There's mostly orange in here. And if I feel like I need to add more, then I will add more. But, oh, our ground beef should be almost completely finished. Now I have something that makes this a lot easier. If I can find it, that would be awesome, because I haven't used it since I moved in, just because I don't have a reason to. Here we go. Okay. This thing. I love this thing because it's so helpful. but it's also hard to clean. So it has two different sizes. One here, it's 1005, great. It has two different sizes. It has, I'm not sure what this would be, but this is obviously diced, and then this is a different one. But we're gonna use the bigger one for the bell peppers, and then the smaller one for the onion. And honestly, guys, this is very helpful. Yeah, I haven't really made chili in a while. I haven't made it since last semester. So I haven't had it for a good bit of time. But it is one of my favorite things to make. And what's great about these, what's awesome about these small peppers is literally you just have to cut off the top. I'm trying to do this quickly because it is 10 o'clock at night. I don't want to wake up my roommates. So I think that is perfect, actually. So this right here, this is pretty much finished. So let your ground beef drain, and while that's draining, we're going to go ahead and finish chopping up our vegetables. So obviously we're going to put in the bell peppers with the onion. So let's go ahead, cut up our onion in the same thing, and it'll just hold both vegetables for you. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use a full onion. I think I'll use half an onion. Now, obviously, if I do this, I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe a full onion would be a better idea. Then obviously, I will go ahead and use the rest of the onion. I hate cutting onions. That's what makes this so helpful. Just cut this into about 5 sections. Just cut that in half. There we go. Maybe that was the problem. My eyes do burn a little bit when I do this. So let's go ahead and throw away all the trash, all the scraps, all the inedible parts. So there we go. But I need to also cut up our garlic. I think we're gonna use three cloves. One, oh, these are big. 2, 3. And we'll wrap that back up. Oh, my eyes are burning. And I'm thinking, why? Alright, so let's cut. So you're gonna. Some people don't know really how to cut garlic, but you cut the end here, and then you cut the end here, and then you smash it down with a knife. There you go. And then what you're gonna do with this one, this thing right here, you're gonna cut it into strips. And then you're gonna use our little handy tool to cut them. Goodness. Like my eyes are still burning. Yo, I'll tell you what, it is final season. And finals are a difficult time because you're at that time where, like, you know, you're taking like that last test. It's almost time for Christmas break, and you're ready to just be able to relax and not have to focus on not have to focus so much on school when you're done, you know, because obviously you're not taking classes during summer break. See, garlic, it's great, but it's so dang strong when it comes to like the smell. There you go. So now our garlic, our onion, and our bell peppers are all cut up. Let's put this back on the heat. We're gonna add some more canola oil. All right, let's mix this, and we're gonna add some ground beef. Let's in. Usually, I put the ground beef in last, but so now we put all this into the. So we're gonna go ahead and let all this cook down. Let all the flavors start to sweat into each other and just get that ready. So we're gonna go ahead and season this. We're gonna add salt. I know we already seasoned, put the seasonings in, but I like to season it a little bit more. Salt. I'm using 2 different kinds of pepper. Black pepper and then fresh cracked black pepper. We're going to add some garlic powder just to help the flavor of the garlic. We're going to add a little bit of chili powder, just a little. I think that's everything. Now we're going to add this and then mix that in. And we're also, as we're doing this, we're going to throw away what we don't need. Y'all, so if you're a college student, you understand this. I don't know if you told your parents the same thing, but this is what I told my parents. I told them, I said, when I come home, I'm going to sit on that couch and watch Christmas movies. That's it. Because during the summer, I still help out a lot. I clean the house every single day. Unless my grandmother comes over. My grandmother, her love language is service, so she cleans. But when I'm home and when I'm here, I cook and I clean. Other than Christmas. Look, Christmas, that is right after exams. Christmas is my favorite holiday. All I want to do is sit around. Okay, I'm gonna taste this. Yeah, it definitely needs the other package of chili mix. It needs more flavor. There we go. I knew it would, but I like to be careful just because, oh, you never know, you know? And I was using different ingredients this time. I was using like store brand stuff and not name brand. I usually don't use name brand. I need more. There you go. It tastes great. Now again, my friend told me that you can use cauliflower in replace of the beans. I don't know how that would work, but if you're on keto and you want to have chili, I guess you could try that. I put this over rice, but I also know that some people put it over mashed potatoes. But since you can have mashed potatoes, you can have mashed jicama. maybe try doing that, or make them crispy and make like do something like that. Whatever you want to do, or just have the chili by itself. I usually put over rice, and then I put cheese on top. So cheese is keto, and if you use cauliflower instead of beans, then this is keto. And if you use mashed jicama, that's also keto. Let's mix our beans and our peppers and onions again. And if you didn't want to use beans, this is also a great like sauce for like, ooh, you know what would be really good? You can make like a chili lasagna. Oh wait, lasagna noodles are keto. Chili spaghetti. Don't use the beans, and use this as like a sauce for keto noodles, which I have used before. Or you can use like zucchini noodles or something. And also, like people say that carrots aren't keto, but I had carrots on keto before, as before this thing. And I looked at the net carbs for the keto, not the keto noodles, the carrot noodles, and it was only 4 net carbs a serving, and there was 2 servings, so it was only 8 net carbs for the entire thing. So if you do intermittent fasting, you could have like the noodles and then use this as like a sauce and have like chili spaghetti, and just use the zucchini noodles or the carrot noodles or the keto noodles, whatever one you prefer. Or if you have another kind of keto noodle that you like to use, you can use that. Because being on keto, there's one thing that I learned. You can make anything. You can almost make versions of anything. You can make versions of shepherd's pie keto. You can make versions of spaghetti. You can make versions of, I said virgins at one point, I just noticed. Versions of almost anything. Almost anything. Yeah, there's like the chosen few. I have never like seen anyone make like a version of like a keto version of pecan pie. So if you've ever done that, let me know, because like obviously you can make the crust with like almonds or macadamia nuts or walnuts or peanuts or whatever. But I'm like, the base. How do you make the filling? Because isn't that like mostly corn syrup? So, final product. Look how good that is. Oh my goodness. It smells good, it looks good, it tastes good. And this is great for a cold day, and tomorrow is the first day of December. So it'll be December in an hour and 36 minutes from this very moment. So yeah, go ahead and make yourself some chili. If it's cold out, especially if it's snowing, this is perfect. Like if your kids are outside and they like chili and they're outside in the cold and the snow and they come inside, have them go take a nice warm shower because it's gonna take a while to make. And give it to them. But what I do is I cook this on low for 8 hours, or on high for 4. But honestly, you might not even need that much time because we did cook this, and I'm putting this in the fridge overnight and then putting it in the crock pot. So yeah. So yeah, that's all you really need to do. It's delicious. It smells good. It feeds a lot of people. It's filling. You don't really need much to be full and warm. It's really not that bad for you. Yeah, it has some starch from the beans, but it's pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have a great, great day. See you next time.